Let's talk about marjoram. This amazing herb is a powerful healing agent and no side effects. It really is antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, antioxidant, healing capability, anti-inflammatory, and on and on. And I talk about, what dosage to use and making teas and all kinds of things at the end of the video. Hang with me. Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist. Get healthy now. Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, today I want to talk about marjoram. This happens to be growing in our yard. This is the purple stem variety. Really kind of wonderful smelling. Great flavor. It has a piney kind of, I almost say rosemary, that type of flavor. Really, it just a flavor all to its own. Kind of reminds me of tarragon slightly also. Just amazing and no side effects whatsoever. Powerful antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, powerful antioxidants, boosts up the immune system, on and on and on. This goes back to 3,000 years. The Egyptians started using it. They found this wonderful plant. And the father of medicine, Hippocrates, started using for healing. And then the Greeks and the Romans and everybody started chiming in and using it also. They said, wow, this is good. And other names is, sweet marjoram, pot marjoram, knotted marjoram, garden marjoram, all these different wonderful names for it. And the list goes on and on. There's about 100 different names. Also, it grows in all the temperate climates, U.S., Africa, Asia, Europe, all over. What it does in general is anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antifungal, on and on. We'll get into more of that. It's a vasodilator also. It's an immune booster. You can take one drop of the essential oil of marjoram, put it into a veggie capsule and take that, 2 or 3 times a week. Wow, you're going to boost up your immune system. Or you can take a drop of the essential oil and put it in about 4 ounces to 8 ounces of water and drink that. That'll also boost up your immune system. Really good. Marjoram is amazing. Great free radicals, scavenging ability, so you can get rid of all those free radicals to cause disease. So that's really, really important. Like I said, anti-inflammatory, helps with autoimmune disease, heart disease, preventing cancer, arthritis, disease in general. If you have a lot of inflammation going on, you're going to have cancer or something else also. That's the first step towards disease. In fact, one of my friends just got rid of her cancer, but her inflammation markers are way up. So it's really important to get her inflammation markers down, that's for sure. Also helps with asthma, muscle spasms, sinus headaches. It helps with all kinds of things like migraines and fevers and body aches. It contains a huge amount of antioxidant compounds like carvacol, also tripentol, linalool. Also, it could go on. That's a huge list of amazing antioxidant, anti-inflammatory compounds. Also, it has 2 tablespoons, has about 6% of your recommended daily allowance of vitamin A. Also, vitamin C, 3.5% of your recommended daily allowance. Also, iron, 18% of your daily allowance of iron. So if you are low in iron, you want to take some marjoram for sure. Also, calcium, about 8%. So, and it's really a good rub for pain in general, helpful for painful joints. You can add this to a carrier oil, like sesame seed or olive oil or anything, and like 1 drop to 10 drops or more, and rub that on the area. It'll help get rid of inflammation. And sore muscles, sprains, backaches, toothaches, all kinds of stuff. Doesn't work as good as, clove oil on the toothaches, that's for sure. Also, helps with anxiety and, heightened emotions, that type of thing. Helps with insomnia, also helps you to sleep better. Helps with stress and calms you in general. It's really good as a aromatherapy agent, really great. And you can mix it into blends and that type of thing. Also, emotional reactions of stuff going around you. The study also shows that it helps with balancing hormones. A study with a whole bunch of women showed that taking marjoram tea twice a day actually lowered their blood sugar, also increased their insulin sensitivity, and also helped with their adrenal hormones too. So, wow, pretty amazing stuff. Also helps with PMS, and if you have painful, periods, you want to take some marjoram. That's for sure. It will help, and a lot of studies showing that. There was a ton of studies about marjoram because everybody uses it for so long, and it's no side effects whatsoever. That's important. Really, really great. Also, it's a good diuretic if you're holding on to those, a few pounds of water weight during your period. So you might want to take some marjoram also. Like I said, it lowers blood sugar, and an actual study showed that actually is one particular agent in marjoram which lowered this enzyme, which lowered down blood sugar in a great way. Also, it's a good expectorant. Not as good as my mucus removal formula, but it does work to help get rid of phlegm and mucus. Also, really good for the calming the GI tract. It's an amazing little herb, just amazing to get rid of stomach aches. Also helps with preventing gastric ulcers, helps with nausea, and helps with gas if you have gas a lot, helps with intestinal infections also, common intestinal infections, also stomach cramps, also diarrhea and constipation. It helps with both of those too. Also helps with anxiety, as I said. Also helps with those people who grind their teeth a lot, so bruxism. So if you're one of those people, I happen to know somebody in Las Vegas that does that a lot. And also helps with, together with neurofeedback, biofeedback, that type of thing, it can help a great deal with grinding your teeth. Also, it's an antiseptic. You can use it to dilute it with other agents to spray around and get rid of viruses and bacteria and that type of thing, and for cleansing. Also, it kills a lot of different bacteria. Studies have shown as an essential oil, it really kills almost just about every infectious bacteria there is. Also helps with the urinary tract infections. Studies were shown that it actually kills E. coli in a big way if you take it orally. Also helps with asthma. It's a vasodilator, opens up your lungs, so that's really great. Also helps with SIBO a bit also, or overgrowth of bad bacteria, and it really helps with fungal infections too, like candida. Also opens up your blood vessels. It's a vasodilator, as I said, so it lowers your blood pressure. Also helps with cholesterol. It helps to lower cholesterol in general. Not as good as some other things like red yeast rice. Also, it helps with, like I said, gastric ulcers. Full of magnesium. Everybody has stress these days, and they need as much magnesium as possible. So that's really important. Also, a good amount of potassium, which is important for strong bones. Also for cardiovascular health. Also helps with polycystic ovary disease or syndrome, and helps with balancing the hormones in general in the body. It's great in a massage oil. I highly recommend it, diluting it and putting it in with your other essential oils for your massage. Also great in cooking. You can chop it up, take the live herb, or you can buy some, chopped or ground herb and put that in your cooking, your soups, your stews, your casseroles, everything. I use it quite often because we have plants growing in the yard. Also, 1 drop of the essential oil is basically the same when you're cooking as 2 teaspoons of the herb itself. So it makes it real simple. If you want to, don't want to keep around the herb, the herbs eventually do go bad, especially if they're not tightly sealed and you need to be in a cool, dry place. Finding it, Amazon, eBay, health food stores, supermarkets, garden stores have the live plants. Just about anywhere you can get the seeds also yourself and allow yourself to grow your own. And the seeds are really inexpensive. The herb in general is pretty inexpensive also. You can make a tea with marjoram. Take 7 ounces of cold water and put in 2 teaspoons of marjoram of any kind, of the actual cut herb or ground herb. Let it sit for about 24 hours, and then you can take that and strain it and add a little honey if you want, and that's really good. Also, you can take a teaspoon of the herb, put it in a cup, add some boiling water, hot water, and let it steep for 15 minutes and drink that. That'll work also. Cost is really inexpensive. Marjoram oil, 10 mils, $7. Wow, actually less than $7. Also, 2 ounces of the extract is about $19. That'll go a long, long way. And it lasts, like I said, a long time. And the cut herb and the ground herb is super inexpensive. You can get that at the supermarket everywhere. No real side effects. I wouldn't recommend it for those who are pregnant, nursing, or small children. And also it might interact with your blood thinners. It does have some vitamin K in it. So that's one thing to think about. Also, I highly recommend it. If you can, give me a thumbs up here. Also, tell others and subscribe. And if you want to really make a difference in your life with cancer, well, actually buy my book, Live a Cancer-Free Life. Live a Cancer-Free Life. If you just Google that, it'll come up first thing, pop, right at the top. And you can get it even before New Year's. There's no doubt about it. So, 3 out of 5 people are coming down with cancer, and this is an easy guide to preventing cancer. We can cut your chances of having cancer by 1,000%. And it's really important that you do that. Simple things that you can do to prevent that. So if you want to do a consultation with me, I highly recommend that. I'm going on 68. And look, I don't have hardly any lines of any kind. I feel like 20. I really do. I'm just working out, doing pull-up crunches right now. And I want to pass this along. I asked for a $50 donation for a consultation. And you can get a hold of me at 831-869-9119. 831-869-9119. All my contact information's at the end of the video. You can click on Show More, and it's down there also. So have a wonderful day. And remember a couple things. Remember God, and remember, I love you.